Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a follow-up of one of my Sephora hauls. Not the last two Sephora hauls that I placed during the holiday savings event, but the one before that. That's great. So I'm going to be doing this in a ranking style format, ranking them from my least favorite to my top favorite of the items that I purchased. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, welcome. Let's start off with my outfit of the day. So today I have on this sweater, turtleneck, dress, thingamabob. I am filming this a couple days before Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure when this video is going up. I'm just doing as much filming as I can because I am doing Vlogmas this year. So anytime I can film another video, I'm just filming my life away. But we are having our Thanksgiving dinner tonight with my complex. So we usually have what we call Fiesta Tuesdays on Tuesdays, and we have tacos, but today we're doing Thanksgiving Tuesday here, so we're having turkey and stuffing and pie and all of the things. So I'm getting ready to head up there after I film this and celebrate Thanksgiving with my new friends that I've met here at the complex. So I'm very excited about that. I will link all of my makeup down below. I didn't do any filming. I do have on some of the products that I'm going to be reviewing today, but again, I will link all of that down below. I'm also doing my laundry, and it's quite loud, so if you can hear that, it's like the joys of now living in an apartment. But I had to film, and it's only 5:05, but it's pitch black out. I'm still trying to get used to it. I need to start filming earlier in the day because the time change has really messed me up, man. But let's go ahead and get started. So I just have 6, I think it's technically 7, but we're starting from 6 to 1 products to review, so we should get through this pretty quickly. But at number 6, I have a mascara that I picked up, and I'm just realizing this now. So I've been on a quest, some could say, to get Dior to notice me. I've been trying really hard. My latest Sephora haul that I purchased for the holiday savings event could have shown that. Did a nice little Instagram reel with a bunch of their products. Still nothing yet from Dior, and I feel like this is really gonna knock me down a peg because this is actually a mascara from Dior. This is their Diorshow Iconic Overcurl. So this is just a little mini size because I think it was one of those where you put in a code and you got the free sample. Either that or it was like a deluxe sample that I got. So I just got a little one, but I saw it and I was like, I've been trying out some more Dior makeup. Why not? Let's give it a shot. I didn't like this at all. It did literally nothing for my lashes, and I was so bummed. And I like trying out mascaras. So the wand kind of has this little curve to it here, but this was truly one where I put it on my lashes. I looked at the wand like, is there product in here? Like, it did not, it just did nothing. It maybe made them slightly darker, if I try not to over exaggerate myself here, but truly, whenever I've tried wearing this mascara, I've gone in and put a different mascara over it because I cannot tell a difference. I don't have long lashes. I don't have thick lashes. I need mascara that will help out my lashes, and this one definitely did not. So I was super disappointed in that. I still love you, Dior, but I'm not gonna recommend this mascara. All right, coming in at number 5, I was gonna say 25. This is Tower 28. I was about to mix up my numbers a lot there, but coming in at number 5, I have this new product here from Tower 28. This is their SunnyDays Broad Spectrum SPF 30, their tinted sunscreen. Now I have 2 different shades because one of them, or these were actually both sent to me in PR, but I did, I put this in a trying new makeup video, and then I was able to review everything else in that video in one of my last ranking videos, but I wasn't able to review this one, so I wanted to put it into this video so I could give my review for it. So I got these both in PR. I first got the shade 45 Silver Lake. Yeah, 45 Silver Lake, but it was too dark on me, and when I tried it on in that video, Tower 28 actually reached out and they sent me a different shade. They sent me, it's really hard to read, the 20 Mulholland, I think that says. I honestly, when I first got this, I didn't think there was a shade on it because the shade is so light, but so this is shade 20. This is a much better shade match for me. So even though this is a tinted sunscreen, it is very light on the skin. It does a decent job of kind of evening out the skin tone, but it's not going to give you a lot of coverage or anything like that. But still, even with the darker shade, it was like, okay, this is going to be a little bit too dark for me right now. I've lost some of my summer tan a little bit, so 20 is definitely a better shade. I'll say for everything in this video, besides the Dior mascara, everything else I think is pretty fine. Even my top product, I think is fine. I didn't lose my mind over any of these products that I tried out. But this is one where I don't see myself wearing it a lot because I don't think it works the best for me. I don't really have the best skin. I deal with hormonal acne. I still have acne scars and redness, pigmentation that I deal with. I think if you have pretty nice skin, if you don't have a lot of trouble areas on your face, I think that you could really like this one. But it's one of those where it just doesn't give me enough. And I like skin tints, and there's been plenty of skin tints that have come out that I do enjoy, but sometimes there's a few of them that it's like I just need something a little bit more, and that's kind of what I think with the Tower 28. Again, I don't think it's a bad product, I just don't think that it's geared towards me. And sometimes that just is what it is. Not everything is going to work for everybody across the line, but I didn't notice, you know, anything terrible with it. It didn't cause me further breakouts. I didn't think it accentuated any of my problem areas. It just didn't cover them the way that I would like it to. So yeah, I think if you have, you know, less troublesome skin, this might be a good option for you. For me, it's like I can wear it if I'm having kind of a lazy day, or maybe I'm just, you know, going out to the pool area to like read a book or something just to be outside, and I just want a little bit of evening out on my skin plus the SPF protection. You know, I could throw this on, but if I'm going to be seeing a lot of people going out, even doing something like filming, when I was trying it out, I would realize on filming days I was kind of staying away from it because I'm like, you know, I like to have my skin look as good as it can on camera, which sometimes when you're reviewing products, that is what it is. It's not always going to happen. But again, it's like one of those products that I don't think is bad. I just don't think it's a good match for me. Coming in at number 4, I have from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is her new Magic Concealer that I just almost threw at my face. That's neat. So I picked up the shade 6 is the one that I got. So I don't mind this concealer. It's what I have on today. You have a pretty large doe foot. 6 is a really good shade match for me. I can use this on my under eyes, and I can also use it to spot conceal, and I used it for both of those instances today. I actually like this more for spot concealing, so I'm happy I have it for that reason, because for me, I like something with a little bit more of a light to medium coverage, and then I use a concealer to spot conceal. That's what I prefer over using a full coverage foundation. That's just what I have found works best for me. And one of my favorites to spot conceal is the Dose of Colors concealer, but I'm actually almost out of it. So I'm glad that I have this one from Anastasia because I know that I can use this. Again, it works fine on my under eyes too. It's not too dark for my under eyes. I will say though, on my under eyes, I feel like this is a pretty creasy concealer, and that's my biggest con with this one because I have other concealers that don't crease on me as much. And I was trying this with a new setting powder that you'll see coming up here shortly. And I was like, ooh, I don't know if it's the Anastasia, I don't know if it's the powder, I don't know if it's a combination of the two. I will say when I use this with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder, I feel like I have less creasing than some of the other powders that I have tried it with, but I still notice that this one creases quicker and it's a little bit more obvious than some of my other concealers. I'm not always a totally crease-proof concealer type of girl, especially when I'm wearing my makeup, you know, for many hours throughout the day, but this one I just think creases a little bit quicker on the under eyes. I like it for the spot concealing. That's why I'm gonna keep it around, and I'm gonna keep using it for that. Again, if I'm not maybe wearing my makeup for a long time or going out in like a group setting or anything like that, I can use it on my under eyes also, but I just you gotta like find the right powder to use with it. I'll say a loose powder typically works better with this one too, like the Lawless Beauty, the Nikia Joy. That's typically what I have found best works with this Anastasia, but I usually use a pressed powder like the Charlotte, the Kosas, the number 7. That's usually what I'm using on my under eyes, but it's like, it's fine. It's good, it's decent. Coming in at number 3, I have 2 different products here, but I thought that I would group them together. These are new lip products from Makeup by Mario. So he just released a new lip liner, the Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil. I got the shade Danielle, so you have a little brush on one side, and then I really do like the shade of this lip liner, kind of like that dusty pink, mauve nude type of shade. I think is really pretty. And then I also picked up the lipstick, and I got the shade Sam for this one, and this is a matte bullet lipstick. I mean, I did get the shade Sam because that is my name, so there was that factor, but I also thought that these would pair really well together, and the Danielle lip liner was one that really stuck out to me, and I do think the two pair well together. I will say I think the Sam lip is a little bit too pink on me. I'm not a big pink lip kind of girl. I usually like to go more on the nude side, even like the brown nude side. So the lipstick, I actually don't wear as much. The lip liner, I do like a little bit more because of that shade. It's a nice lip liner too. It's very long wearing. It's easy to apply. It's creamy without being overly creamy, but it's not difficult to apply the lip liner. So I actually really do like the lip liner. The lipstick, it is a matte lipstick and it can be a little bit drying after a few hours. I find myself a lot putting a gloss on top of it. And I do like to wear, I do like glossy lips. I either like a matte or a glossy lip. But sometimes this one just got a little bit too dry that I'd put like the Sigma lip oil on top or the Huda Beauty Silk Balm, something like that, just to give my lips a little bit of a refresher. So the lipstick isn't my absolute fave. I'll wear it. Again, I like it. I don't think it's like a terrible product or anything, and I don't mind when lipsticks are a little bit drier. You know, I've worn the liquid lipsticks for a long time, and since I like a more matte lip, sometimes that can come with a little bit more of a drying formula. So it's like, I don't mind it. I just kind of manipulate it with certain lip liners, or I'll pair it with a gloss too. But the lip liner I really did like from the Makeup by Mario. So out of the two of them, I would definitely recommend checking out the lip liners if that's something you go for, but didn't mind the matte lipstick. Coming in at number 2, I had a really hard time with number 1 and number 2 because again, I thought both these products were fine. There wasn't really one that I was like, yes, this product. I thought that they were okay. But at number 2, I have from Natasha Denona. This is the mini Metropolis palette. So this was released for holiday. It did also come with a brush, and the set was $25, which I didn't think was a bad price. I love the Natasha Denona eyeshadow formula. I love the minis. I think that they're such a great deal. And when I saw the green and the gold, I was very interested in it. I love green shadow. I've also recently really gotten into gold shadows, so I thought that this would be perfect for me, and I do like it. I don't love it as much as I thought that I was going to. I think maybe this first shade kind of throws me off a little bit. I think if this shade would have been something else, I might have liked the palette more, because sometimes I go into this and I feel like I'm kind of doing the same looks over and over. I do have it on my eyes today, and I used every single shadow in here, and I was trying to figure out like how to make different color combos. At the same time though, I'm someone who doesn't mind doing similar looks from the same palettes, because that's kind of more my style. Quick, easy, on the go, don't have to think about it a lot. I kind of know what I'm reaching for. But something about this palette, I was like, I wish there was maybe one more different shade where I could mix it up just a little bit if I wanted to. That was kind of the vibe I kept getting with this one. And there would be days that I would open it and I would look at it and be like, well, I guess I can do that same green and gold look again. But I think if this one, because this really is not, it's really not a shade even on my skin tone. So unless you're really, really light, I don't think that shade's really gonna do much for you. It can make for a nice blending shade, and that's kind of what I was doing today. I put the darker shade first on the outer part of my eye, and then I blended with this like non-existent shade just to kind of blend it a little bit. But I don't know, it just doesn't feel necessary for a 5-pan palette. But the quality in here I think is really nice. The gold shade is really, really beautiful. It's super easy to use. It's very vibrant. The green is pretty. The mattes are easy to blend. I like the palette. I'll continue to use it. I'll probably just do the same one look where I do the gold all over the lid and then the green on the lower lash line. That's kind of like my go-to with that palette, but I think it's a pretty look. I don't know. I feel like I was expecting something just a little bit more with that palette, but it's still a nice one. And then lastly, coming in at the number 1 spot is the powder from Kosas, and this is their Cloud Set powder. I have the shade in Comfy. So like I said, I went back and forth between this one and the Metropolis palette. I didn't think either one was a real standout, though I liked them both. The Kosas Cloud Set, I think I was expecting to love because so many people rave about it. This again was another, either like I used the code to, I think it was I had to use the code to get this one. So it's a mini, but when I saw that I was like, so many people rave about this, and I've been wanting to try it out. But I love the Dior powder, no powder, so much. I was like, you know, why spend the money? So when I saw that I could use the code and get the mini, I was like, I'm definitely gonna do that. This I really do prefer just for my under eyes. Maybe if I have a different shade, I could use it all over my face. But when I did the Trying New Makeup, I did use this all over my skin, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I just prefer the Dior more. But I don't mind this for the under eyes. I do think it's a really nice blurring powder. This paired with the Anastasia though, I don't think the two work well together. That was when I found the absolute most amount of creasing. But when I use this with other concealers, the NARS, the Dose of Colors, the new Lancome, I don't really have the issues. So I think it's mostly the Anastasia concealer, but then I just don't think that those are a good match. They need to like swipe left on each other for sure. But I didn't lose my mind. I think I was I think I was hoping to lose my mind because I don't know why, sometimes I like want to be like everybody else, and I feel like when you have an outlier opinion, people are like, what's wrong with you? Why are you not like everybody else? But again, I like it for the under eyes, and I like having a good setting powder for my under eyes. I like the, like I said, I like the Charlotte Tilbury, I like the number 7. I like the pressed powder recently. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I'm definitely going to keep using this, and I think it's great. I think I kind of wanted another face powder though, but it didn't really suit my skin, and it might just be because I love the Dior so much, and I know it's going to give me a really flawless, a really smooth, a really blurred out complexion, whereas this one I was just like, it's okay on the skin. Under eye though, that's, you know, kind of the main reason why I put it at number 1. So I do think it's a really nice setting powder for the under eyes, and I like that kind of blurring feeling. It gives me a little bit of a brighter under eye look too, which I do like. So that's why I ultimately decided to put it in the Kosas at number 1. So I like it, especially because I, you know, got it with the free code. I'm like, hey, you know, not a bad thing at all. But after that, those are the products that I have been trying out recently from that Sephora haul, and a little bit of PR thrown in here too. But I hope that you enjoyed these reviews. I hope that you found them helpful. I'd love to know if there's anything that you've tried out and your thoughts on them, of course. But other than that though, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.